It's not an easy task to become a brand in an industry. But she has become a global brand, conquering the national and the international arena. So we have with us today Yohani, our very own Kella, joining Daily News Digital. Yohani, how are things?
Things are going great.
Great. You're in Sri Lanka these days?
Yes, at the moment I'm in Sri Lanka. I came here to work on my album. I just launched it. So just working on the music videos and
Great.
Yeah, everything.
Great.
That's
So I think Kella, the album is a hit in Sri Lanka.
Mm-hmm.
How's the response from the rest of the world?
The response has been amazing. It's my first album, so there's 14 songs, and 11 of it is in Sinhalese and 3 is in English.
Great.
So it's been really good, like especially for the lyrics, the content that's there, and also the musicality of the album and the concept. Everything I'm getting really good reviews.
It's a different kind of a product, is it? It represents brand Yohani, I guess. And so coming back to the song Kella, it has some serious lyrical meaning. How about the criticism that you face on some of those words and how you face it?
Yeah, well, criticism has been something that has been there since the beginning of my career.
It's not new to you.
It's not really new, because even when I was doing cover songs, when I started on YouTube, I used to get like comments like, oh, girls shouldn't do rap, stuff like that. So that has been there throughout, and I'm definitely gonna get it in the future as well.
Exactly.
And it's a part of your career, part of life, and it's not something unique to me. Everybody gets criticism. So, but when you come to this particular song, Kella, I'm talking about a normal girl, a Kella, who's very free living and all of that. But in the rap, I'm talking about this particular problem of body shaming. I used to get it a lot. I still get it, and I hide it out. I'll stop getting it. But it's not a problem of mine. It's a problem of a lot of people. A lot of girls go through this. Guys also go through this. So it's a problem that's existing socially. So I wanted to address that.
So it's not a song about Yohani, but the common society, what
Exactly.
they face, is it? Right.
And also, that's why I always say, please don't listen to just one word. Listen to the whole song as a concept, because it means a lot. And I'm talking about a certain problem that's there.
That's true.
Yeah.
Thank you for that explanation. And you said you have English songs as well on this album, is it? So can we listen to one of those songs?
Yes, of course. There's three English songs.
Okay.
So one is called Free to Love, and that is one of the first. It is actually the first song that I ever composed for the album.
Okay.
Free to Love, and there's another song called Submerged, and another one called Cold Sunday.
Right. So what are we going to listen today?
We'll do Cold Sunday because
Great.
I wrote it. I composed it.
Great.
All the songs are composed by me, but this one I wrote the lyrics, and Pasan Lienege made the music for it. So
Nice.
I'm on my way, but what do you say? Let's drive into the shadows of the sun. These streets are alone. Color this story and we'll be on our own. Open up your heart and let go. Open up your heart and feel alive. It's a cold Sunday afternoon. My heart coincides the face of the moon. I think we're lost in us, moving so slow. Can we drive away to the place we both know?
Great. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, that's your global superstar. Great. Yohani, so when you conquered the national arena and then went international. with your song becoming viral. And first time when you went into India, how did it feel like? As a foreign artist now coming into India.
Absolute chaos. Because I'll start from the time I went there. So after Manike Mage Hite song happened, first I have to thank Satishan, Dulan ARX and Chaman Sangeet. After that song happened, I got a few gigs in Hyderabad, Delhi and Mumbai. Right. So when that happened, I went to India and did those 3 cities, a few concerts, and then so at that time I signed with a management team, and also I had the opportunity to sign with T-Series as an artist in their roster. So these 2 happened when I was in Mumbai, and in the same time I got to do shows with Salman Khan, Ranveer Singh, and a couple of other people, Kapil Sharma, all of those stuff. So when that happened, I was like, oh, I need to stay here, physically present in that country.
Yeah.
So with all of that, I moved there as well. So all of these, what I told you, were happening in such a short span of time, about like 4 to 6 months. So it was just total chaos. Like I was probably on autopilot the whole time. I was just taking things up whenever it comes, and I'm like, yes, cool, let's do it, let's cool, do it. Like it was just so fast. Only after about like 1.5 years, I looked back and I was like, oh my gosh, there's so many things that has happened through this short span of time, which is really interesting to see.
In one word, it was all chaos.
Just chaos, pure chaos. That's what I keep saying. It's just chaotic.
Understood.
It's still chaotic.
It is, isn't it? Right. And now India compared to Sri Lanka is a larger market for you.
Of course.
So moving forward, what would you prefer, to cater to a Sri Lankan market or an Indian market or even a global market?
Music doesn't have a language, right? So where I cater to really doesn't matter, but which market that I'm in, it doesn't matter. But what matters to me is that I take my music to wherever it travels, wherever it goes. Like for example, I want to take, if you take Kella, it has, the mission of Kella is to be from Sri Lanka to the world. So I want to take my music with the influence of Sri Lankan music and instruments to the world. So that's my goal.
Great. So it's all global now. It won't be one particular. Yeah. Oh, that's great. And I think when we talk about Yohani, we should go back memory lane and look at Manike Mage Hite as well. Just tell us how it started. You said about the artists that you worked on it as well, like yes, how it started, and just what we wanted to understand was it targeted to go viral like this and to go into the international market, or did it just start as a home project of yours?
Honestly, it was a home project. First, when Satishan did his music video, his song, I used to listen to it and I was like, you know what, this is actually a really cool song. I want to do a cover of it. So during COVID, we didn't have much going on. I was doing covers at that time. I was working on my original music and all of that. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to do a TikTok, just me playing piano and singing the song. And I just put it out as a TikTok. And this got a lot of traction. And because I have worked with Chamat Sangeet before for another song called Sita Deuna, he and we spoke about it and we were like, let's do a official cover version for Manike Mage Hite. So that was a really cool idea. And since it was lockdown, I couldn't really, we both couldn't go anywhere. I couldn't go to his studio as well. So I had a small mic. I still have it. I recorded it on my couch at home. My room isn't even soundproofed, so it was just it was just with natural reverb. I sent it to Chamat Sangeet. Then after a while we did the video for it, just a small video like you've seen it, and we just released it. That's
Just
how it happened.
became a hit.
And it took some time. I would say it,
because for us it's like overnight kind of a viral hit, but
yes, but I would say it wasn't overnight. It took some time, about probably like 2 months to actually get picked up.
right.
And then from that onwards it was going up, but till that time it was a very short, very slow journey.
Gradual pickup, is it? Nice. And now see what that home project has taken you to the international arena.
It's crazy. I keep telling people like your equipment probably doesn't really, it's not the only thing that matters. It's not just the equipment, it's the whole thing.
Exactly. And now I think you shuttle through Sri Lanka, India, and even Dubai, I guess.
Yeah.
How's that experience? Living away from home, doing things alone, other than music, the life to everything?
The life.
How do you
I
cope
think
up?
even from small days, I have been on the go because of my dad's job. He's ex-military, so we've always just traveled around. Even from school days, we haven't had like a proper base. We've just been going with my dad to all around the country. We just stayed in Malaysia. It has always been just random places, random times. There was no fixed place. So after that also, like I did my A-levels in England. I came back for my bachelor's to Sri Lanka. Then again I went to Australia for my master's. So there's always been traveling around, changing
adaptability
place.
is a key strength of yours, probably.
Yes, just making friends, getting houses, vehicles, changing quickly has always been there with me from small days. So that is not a big problem. Do I miss home? Not that much because of that reason, because I really like to travel, and I know that I always going to be coming back. So.
Exactly. So, what would be the life advice that you would give a young Yohani in the making, the young generation that you have inspired?
I would say, don't be afraid to fail. I keep telling myself that because I have failed so many times in my journey, not just music, just everything. And what I keep saying is, fail more than somebody would ever try, because that's how you move forward. That's what has worked for me.
There's a saying, fail fast.
Yeah.
And try everything out, and
yeah, exactly. So fail, don't be afraid to fail, and also don't listen to other people. Like if they say, oh, you can't do this, or you shouldn't do this, if you have a particular goal you want to go for, just everything else doesn't matter. You just go to your goal. Maybe constructive stuff, yes, might work, but everything else, just don't listen to them.
And this is out of context.
Okay.
I think Valentine's Day is around the corner. So this is not a question from me. This is a question from the fan base. Is Yohani taken?
I am taken.
Taken by?
Taken by. I'm releasing a video on the 14th of February. It's called Numalanga. The music video for that is releasing on the same day, so I really don't have time for anything else. So I'll be doing
so you're taken up by the fans, probably.
Taken up by the fans. I'll be on live, and so I'll be spending Valentine's with my fans.
You've been very slippery with that answer everywhere that question being posed.
I mean, it's a good answer, I guess.
Yes. So, what about your future plans as a last question from us?
Right now, there's so many things going on. For example, I will go from Sri Lanka first. Sri Lanka, I'll be focusing on my album. First half of the year, I'll be actually two music videos are done. She's coming on the 14th of February, and the next one, Kella, is coming on the 8th of March.
Okay.
So I'm focusing on those stuff and a couple of more music videos I'm shooting. Apart from that, I am doing a few collaborations with international artists. I can say one, I think. I'm doing one with a Moroccan artist.
Right. Okay.
And the other one I'm not supposed to tell right now, but
Okay.
it's a cool one. You
Okay.
just heard it.
You're privileged.
We're not supposed to say who and what. And that is the international one. And also, yeah, couple of them.
Right.
Apart from that, if in the Indian market, I am trying to do an EP in Hindi. So that's taken up. We've already done with the melodies and production. It's just my pronunciation is a little bit off, so it takes time for me to do it. But those are my plans for this year.
Great. So on behalf of Daily News Digital, we wish you all the very best with Keller and your global expansion plans. And thank you Dilanjan for being here with us today.
Thank you so much for having me here.
Great. Thank you. So we'll meet you again with another episode from Daily News Digital.